Okay, guys, so we are back coming off of a crazy trade deadline, getting rid of the prospect pool, who some of the guys that we know we just weren't going to sign this year because it's going to be a big signing year for the next couple years. So we got rid of that. Jonathan Bernier's time was limited here in Philadelphia, so we got rid of him. We got rid of Brandon Manning just because he was like the odd contract. He was the most expensive contract now out of here, so we got him out of there. We picked up a couple first round picks, but the big pickup was definitely Ryan Murray joining the team now. So, very good top two defenseman. We now officially have a top two defenseman now. Ryan Murray joining the team here and joining us on the power play. Hopefully, he can help out that penalty kill in what way whatsoever. But now, like I said, since Bernier's gone, it's all, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. It's all Jack Campbell for the rest of the season now. We're going to ride him hopefully into the playoffs. So let's get it going. So clean slate, just wipe that off. Campbell now has 3 starts now for a loss, and then we bring in Braden Holtby just for 1 game, I guess. So he's going to have these first 3 games against the little Western Conference swing here, little Western road trip. Well, actually, no, it's a Western road trip coming in. Anaheim, Phoenix, and San Jose coming in here. So let's get it going, guys. Let's see if we can, hopefully Ryan Murray will give an added boost to this team. So here we go. First game after the trade deadline against the Anaheim Ducks. And we start it out with a 4-2 win. Very good. That's what I want to see. Just keep winning these games, Campbell. So it's all you for the rest of the season, man. That's all you. It's all you. You're just leading this team. So here we go against Phoenix. 4-3 win. Very good. Okay, so he's done that trip to the United States. So now that we have these good first-round picks, we need to scout these forwards before the playoffs run out. So we need to get as many projected top players with whatever league. So I think a lot of these guys are in Canadian leagues. So let's see, projected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top tens in WHL. Okay, so we're gonna just keep limiting these first rounders in the OHL. There's a top 5 in the QMJHL and a top 10. 2 top 10s in the United States, a top 10 in the Dell. Sim in Europe, only 1 top 10. So I think it's got to be WHL for at least 6 weeks in the WHL for these guys. There's only 21 guys, so I think we should do 6 weeks in the WHL. Get these guys scouted. Hopefully we can get a high pick. So let's do that. Update the scout there. Okay, so Campbell's still running pretty well right here after we took him out. Even though these technically were his 2 games against Boston and Jersey. So right now he's 4-1 in his last 5. So keep it running, Campbell. Keep it going. So we're up to 40 wins here. Game against the San Jose Sharks. There we go. Shutout. 5-0 win, man. That's what I like to see, dude. That's what I like to see. Keep it going, Campbell. So another 3 here against Jersey, New York, and Winnipeg. Jersey, like I said, they're not a good team, so we should be able to beat these guys. And, okay, there's a 5-2 loss. All right. Losses are going to happen. Don't worry about it, Campbell. Shake it off. Come back against the New York Rangers. Come back with a win. There you go. 2-1. Very close game there, but he's still keeping us in it. The game here against Winnipeg, they're trying to make a little push. 4-1 win there. All right, so he's doing pretty good. He's still keeping us together in these games, man. So here we go. Carolina and New York once again. Keep running here. Only 7 games away from a 50-win season. I think we can. I think we can make it. There we go. If he keeps winning games like this, we're definitely gonna make it. 3-2 win against the Carolina Hurricanes. The Rangers here. Another 3-2 win. Here we go with these one score wins coming up against us for the second half of the season, man. Look, he's doing amazing. Look at this. Once we brought him in, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2, 9-2 in his last 11. And look at this, another easy 2 games right here for Jack Campbell near the end of the season. Now Pittsburgh, they're trying to reach us in these playoffs, but I think we got a pretty good lead ahead of them now, if I can think so. Actually, they have a lot of overtime losses, so but we have a lot more wins than they do. But 2 games here against 1 game against a hard opponent, 2 games against a pretty easy opponent, back-to-back games against Boston. So we'll take it up to the end of this week. We'll look at the standings after this week. So here we go. Big game against Pittsburgh here. Let's go, guys. Get a win against Pittsburgh. 4-2 loss. Okay. Don't worry about it. Come back with 2 big wins here. We should definitely be able to win both of these games against the Bruins. There we go. Another 1-goal win there against the Boston Bruins. And win another one. Come on, guys. Come on. 3-2 loss. Okay. All right, Campbell. Like I said, you can't win them all, but still. How many games we got left? We got 2, 5, 7. So we have 7 games left. Let's check out the standings, how they're looking. Okay, so we established a good lead. I don't think we're going to win the Presidents. Definitely not, because LA and Nashville are just competing for the Presidents as well. Columbus, we might have gave them a little bit of an edge there going into the playoffs. They're at 101 points, but still. But we now have a pretty good, comfortable lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins. We are, what is that, 7 points ahead of them. And we're only 3 points behind the Buffalo Sabres for the first seed in the East. So let's keep going, guys. Let's see if we can get a first seed out of the Boston. We play them with the last 3 games of the season. So here we go. Campbell, step it up here these last couple of weeks of the season. So here we go. 2 games here against the Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're in playoff spots as well. So let's hopefully get 2 wins out of this. Come on, Campbell. Come on, baby. Let's go. Keep running here. I know you got 2 losses the past couple games. All right, that was an overtime loss. Still get a point out of it. All right, Tampa Bay here. Tampa Bay, 2-1 loss. Another overtime loss. Okay, so we still got points out of it, which is good. It's not the worst thing, but Campbell's having a little bit of a rough streak right here. 3 losses in a row. Think we should go to Holtby. You know what? I think we should just keep it. Wow, we need to win 4 out of these next 5 if we want to have a shot at the at a 50-win season. So, no, let's just keep running with them. He can shake it off, Campbell. Don't worry about it. Game against the Capitals and the Rangers here. Come on, Jack Campbell, shake it off. I know you're having a little bit of a deep stretch right here. If you get 5 losses in a row, we'll go to Holtby. There you go. Come back with a 2-1 win. That's what I like to see. Win your team the game here. Rangers are. They're kind of there we go. That's what I want to see. Another one. Getting these 1-goal victories over these teams. So there we go. He gets 3 losses in a row. Comes back with 2 wins. Okay, now this should be an interesting game here against the Buffalo Sabres. Let's check out. Okay, yeah. So LA's running away with the lead over here. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So we overtook the first seed in the East against the Buffalo Sabres. Now this will be a very good game. This is going to be a very, very interesting game right here. Now, the Islanders are starting to catch up to us as well with that win that they beat us in the overtime win, so they gained a point on us. But this should be an interesting game. You know what? Let's do a game simulation. Buffalo might have a game in hand too, so let's see. No, all these teams are starting to climb back into it, but let's see. This should be an interesting game. Let's do a in-game simulation of this game. So here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Do an in-game simulation. This game is pretty important, so let's see if we can do this. All right, this is for the first seed in the East, pretty much. First period, okay, nothing. Shots are pretty much equal. All right, second period, 3-1. There we go. 2 goals from Jacob Voracek and then 1 goal from Anton Rodin, taking a 3-1 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. Jordan Leopold gets one by Campbell. I think we'll just sim the rest of this period. We won't do a times 6. Those are only for the playoffs. So let's go, guys. We got a 2-goal lead going into the third. Can we win it? 5-3. There we go. They came back, scored 2 goals in the third. Thomas Vanek scored 2, but Tyler Ennis and Anton Rodin again. We get a 5-3 win. That was a big win for us too in regulation, getting 2 points over the Buffalo Sabres now. So Rodin had a good night. There we go. That's what I'd like to see. 5-3 win over the Buffalo Sabres now. Only 1 win away from a 50-win season, guys. We got 2 games here in Canada versus the Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. So here we go, Campbell. This is it. Here we go. Against the Montreal Canadiens. All we need is a win. We get a 50-win season once again. So here we go. Come on, Campbell. I know you got it in you, man. Just 1 win. 1 win. That's all we want. Montreal. Here we go. And 4-2 loss. All right. It's going to come down to this last game of the season against the Toronto Maple Leafs for a 50-win season. Let's check out the standings. So we're 3 points ahead of the Buffalo Sabres. So I think let's simulate up to the Toronto Maple Leafs game. They may have a game in hand. No, I don't think so. I don't think Carolina has a couple games after us, so I think we may, if we can just maybe get 1 point out of this game with the Toronto Maple Leafs, I think we can probably secure ourselves the first seed in the Eastern Conference. So, had a nice run here at the end of in April. Had a couple wins there, a little losing stretch there. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm losing my, can't even talk today. But here we go. We'll do another in-game simulation. We'll do a time 6 for the third period against the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is probably for the first seed in the East and for a 50-win season. So let's see if we can get a 50-win season out of this. So here we go against the Toronto Maple Leafs in Canada. So here we go. First period. Jesus. Well, it's looking pretty glim now. JVR, MacArthur, Lupul, and Gardner all get a 4-goal first past us there. All right. Ennis gets 1, but it's looking pretty glim here. All right. Second period, 6-1. Yeah, we're not getting a 50-win season this year, guys. Toronto just completely dealt with us. Third period, we get 1. Shea Theodore gets 1, but that's fine. 6-2. Onslaught from the Toronto Maple Leafs there. JVR, damn it. He always seems to bite us in the ass. So let's move up to the day after, see where we stand. And it looks like, yep, 4 teams in the East managed to get above 100 points each. But your Philadelphia Flyers, even though it's a little, not, it's a good season. 49, 27, and 6. It's pretty good. We managed to get the first seed in the East with 104 points. Didn't win the President's Trophy, obviously. LA just ran away with that 117 points, dear God. Columbus, I guess they ran with the 3 good goalies that they got. So the Western Conference is going to look like that. East looks like this. We managed to get the top seed in the East to get the first seed. So let's take a look at all the totals. Goals, are we up there? Probably not. Nope. Assists, are we up there? So Giroux broke the top 8 with 56 assists, tied with Huberdeau down there. So that's very good. Points, are we up there? It doesn't look like it. Wins, so Shinkaruk managed to get 100 points this year. Good for him. Is Tampa Bay in the playoffs? Yes, they are. They're a 7th seed. Here we go again. Wins, are we up there? So Jack Campbell broke the top 8 in wins with 34. Save percentage, are we up there? Nope. Goals against average, are we up there? No, we are not. Okay. So, still a very good season. Why don't you get the top seed in the East? Let's take a look at the stats, team standings, team stats, all that good stuff. So, here we go. Goals for per game, finished the year at 3.01, above 3. That's what I like to see. So, no complaints here. Top 5 in the NHL. We scored goals this year, so that's what I like to see. Goals against, 2.62. I don't really think it changed from a month, the last time we checked it. I think it was at 2.61, so I think it pretty much stayed the exact same. It's 13th in the NHL. I mean, it's not the worst, but still, we let in way too many goals this year. You could partially blame Jonathan Bernier for that, but what are you going to do? So here we go. Power play. The power play dropped off a little bit. It was hovering around 20 the entire year. Dropped down to 19.3. So we'll have to. I don't think we're going to have to fix anything, but still. Jersey, I mean, Tampa Bay had the top power play in the league, but still, LA was around where we are, but that's fine. And the penalty kill at 78.2, geez. So we're not in last anymore, but still, it's a terrible, terrible penalty kill on defense. So we're gonna have to work out penalty kill for the next couple of years, so we'll have to worry about that. But still a very good end to the season. I'm not going to complain. When you won the first seed in the East, I'm just not going to complain about that. So let's take a look at the player stats, see how everybody ended the year, and then we'll take a look at the playoffs, even though we probably know who we have to play in the playoffs. So let's take a look at the points for forwards. Nope, that's what I wanted to see, points. Okay, so the first line, nobody was a point-a-game player. Alex Galchenyuk and Tyler Ennis both finished the year with 75 points apiece. Nobody really overscored in goals this year. They just had a lot of assists. Galchenyuk broke 50 assists, which is pretty good. Ennis almost broke 50, but he had 31 and 40. Giroux is starting to get on the decline. Like you guys said, only 16 goals this year. That's just not like Claude Giroux at all. Like I said. But I don't know. Maybe I might have to listen to you guys and trade him soon. Trade him in maybe next year. We'll have to see. Just get rid of his contract. We shall see. But second line did pretty good too. Nobody broke 60 points, but very good year for the second liners as well. 59 for Voracek, 54 for Skinner and Shen each. So hopefully Braden Shen may have a good year so he can bounce back. Ryan O'Reilly had 30 points on the third line. It's not too bad. Want to try to see third line guys maybe break 40, but still not bad. Wayne Simmons with 28, Eric Wellwood with 24, Roden had 19, Couturier had 15, McKenzie, yeah, we know, and Jaden Hart finished with 12. Okay, so let's take a look at the defense. Points, so Jamie McBain and Ryan Murray. Ryan Murray probably got most of his points on Columbus anyway, but still 38 points for each of those guys. Joseph Morrow with 35 and Petrovic with 30. So we have four defensemen above 30. You want to try to get them above 40, but I mean it's not a bad season for those guys. Shea Theodore had 23 and Duncan Simons had 11. And then if we take a look at the goalies, Campbell rode with him for the rest of the year, 2.4 goals against average, a little bit high, but still. Save percentage of 91.78 with 4 shutouts throughout the year, but still, what are you gonna do? Holtby was probably in that last game against Toronto, but still, what are you gonna do? We're gonna have a good goalie next year anyway. So let's take a look at the Phantoms, see how they're doing. 44, 16, and 10. So they've only had 6 losses since the last time we checked them out at the trade deadline to check out the lead. So we're only 1 point behind Hershey. Wheel, he tracked down in goals a little bit. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Assists are up there. Jordan Wheel's up there. Yep. Points, he's still leading the league in points, which is good. Wins, Gordon Peckham's still up there. If we take a look at the save percentage, Gordon Peckham's still up there with a .928 and goals against average of 1.88 goals against average. Man, this guy is going to be good in a couple years. All right, so that's the Phantoms. That's the Flyers dealio. Let's check out our let's check out our GM tracker, see if we can upgrade anything for the couple. No, we have 284 points. Nope, can't upgrade anything. That's fine. So let's simulate up, see what we have in the first round of the playoffs. And we are going to Canada. Eh? So we got so you've done what I asked and earned 49 wins for the Philadelphia Flyers organization. I'll be expecting a bit more out of you next year, but I'm sure you'll ever keep it up. So it looks like in the first round, we're going to have the Montreal Canadiens. Ooh, we got to play Scotty Hartnell. So he'll be up there, and they have Jonas Hiller in that. They probably still have Carey Price. Well, who am I saying? Great. Now we got to deal with Carey Price in the frickin' net. Oh, joy. But that's that. And we will see you guys for round 1 of the playoffs against the Montreal Canadiens. So let's see if we can maybe get our 3rd Stanley Cup in 5 years. Let's see if we can make it happen.